I think they're starting the class. We got to listen in.
Yes, not during the
I'm running late.
test. It's
Also, I'm drinking.
Is it an open notes test?
It is not an open notes test.
Why are we taking notes?
So, because when I get to a point in this test where you do not need to pay attention, you may look at your notes of things you actually need to know. That is what you can use them for. Also, I personally learn things better when I write them down.
You never took notes in high school.
Yes, I did! I was a straight A student.
You cheated off.
No, I didn't. I literally didn't.
I learned best from first-hand experience. I feel like I should go do this in the game.
No, okay, go die.
Well, no, I don't want
You're gonna die. You want to learn the hard way? Oh wow, that was a massive fuck up. I won't do that again.
That's how I've been learning.
I got more shit to farm later. I gotta get back to playing the game.
Hey, you know what? Thanks for putting this together.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. We have a lot more. This is one dungeon. We've got like 8.
Russell, please no interruptions. I'd like to get through this.
All right.
No, you're
Oh,
right.
God.
guys.
Ring of Law. You will step into this arena. A random boss comes through. Each boss has different mechanics. They're pretty ignorable. They're not a big deal. But you will be doing this a lot. I ran... How many times did we run this yesterday? 15, 20, 30? I ran it 30 times last night with Poke. Who else in the group?
But how can you run it if don't you get saved?
Yeah, and we sat there and waited for the lockout.
Wait, but after the lockout's 24 hours.
No, at 60, you can spam dungeons.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
Yeah, at 60 you can run these dungeons over and over and over again. 5,
So why do they make it for a lower levels?
so that you don't get leveled up to 60 by just getting boosted.
Oh, okay.
It's simply for leveling, but when it comes to gear farming at 60, you will run these dungeons all the time.
So you can get geared in like a day if you like go crazy.
Yes.
I did not realize that.
Your pre-raid bis comes from ZG and AQ20, which you can only run once per 3 days. And you have to win the GDKP rolls. So you need a lot of fucking gold.
I don't have that.
Get gold.
Can we talk about how the inflation of everyone's gold is?
It's terrible, but play it where it lands.
This is just basically Tectone spending his gotcha money on gold and win.
Yes, it is.
I have spent nothing.
The reality, when I was doing GDKPs,
I have been given.
keep in mind, when I was doing GDKPs before anyone else was 60, I was bidding against a Chinese person, and they were doing 10,000 gold per item. That's simply how it is.
I saw Russell bidding on your gear that he didn't even wear.
And now I'm bidding against OnlyFans members. GDKPs are separate, though. The point is, this is just how it is. This is the only way you go in ZG and AP20, or GDKPs. And we are doing it because we're not going to clear it in greens, molten core. We're not. Also, it gives the 60 something to do. But right now we're focusing on the 50 dungeons. These are dungeons. You need these too. These also drop Hand of Justice, Still Bis. Out of all the trinkets in ZG and all the trinkets in AQ20, Hand of Justice, Still Bis. Comes out for all names. So Ring of Law. Anyways. Gorosh the Dervish. This is the boss that drops Savage Gladiator Chain. You want this boss. He drops an epic chest. It's insane for hunters and warriors.
Got 2% crit, right?
2%
I want that
crit
guy.
and it's tri-statted. It's very good.
I want that guy.
He just does damage. That's pretty much it. Whirlwind, Bloodlust. That's it. Grizzle, very easy boss. He has an Earth Shock.
Am I taking
Drought
notes?
Tremor.
I should be.
You got Eviscerator, Shadow Bolt, Volley, Anti-Magic Shield, makes him the magic for a bit, whatever. Korok, the Breaker? Dispel Polymorph, he polys people. Disrupts Banthox Sash. All caster DPS want that belt. Very
Can we
good.
slow down so I can stop having an aneurysm?
Well, I think that our supreme leader knows what's going to be on the test. So if he goes through something quickly, then it's probably not that important. It probably won't be on the test. Is that right?
He didn't make the test.
Okay, you didn't make the test.
My
Okay.
mod made the quiz.
Okay, well, never mind.
So, anyways. Anub Shia, Dispel ASAP, Curse of Tongues, Enveloping Web. Just dispel those. And Hedrum the Creeper, Web Explosion, Paralyzing Poison, and Baneful Poison. A lot of dispels for poison. Alright, and that's the entire arena. Phineas Darkfire. This guy you have to kill in order. He drops the mace, which you have to turn in, and then it turns into a key. He hits very hard. Healers
They kicked Dan from the guild? No, they kicked one of his dead characters from the guild.
That's it.
Dan's still in the guild.
Pyromancer
on today.
Lordbrain. This guy is right outside the statue. We're going to turn in that mace for your key quest. Drops Fiery Weapon enchantment. All of us should know what that is. And it's BOE, so you can sell it.
How much is it worth?
I'm going to guess 50 gold. Fiery Weapon, maybe less because it is pretty
48.
48? Well, not the enchant, the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, kill his totems. That's it. Baelgar. This guy's fucking massive, and he hits really hard. Tanks, face him away, he spawns ads, kill the ads. That's it. Lord Insidious, don't get knocked off the platform. This guy has a knockback. You should always, whenever you pull him, remind your group, even if you're farming it, which I was doing, he has a knockback. Be careful, because he's on a platform that has lava below. You die. Doesn't matter what your gear is. You fall down there, you can die.
Lord Incendious. Fire guy has a knockback. Okay.
Shut up, Grace. So don't get knocked off the platform. Doesn't matter what your gear
Silver,
is. You don't
awesome,
want
dude.
that. Alright, this Dark Keeper portrait. So this is a complicated boss. This portrait here and this right here, when you click this, you will get a text. And in that text, it will tell you where the boss is spawned. He has like 5 different spawn points. It's random. If he spawns in the guzzler, you are not killing that boss. That dungeon.
That's the one where that guy died.
Shinya died because they tried to kill him while he was in the guzzler. Just reset the dungeon and try again.
Wow.
That's it. So, found in the room right before the black vault, which you will see. Clicking on it will cause 5 Dark Keepers to spawn. Be grouped in case they spawn on top of you, which they can. So you click this portrait, they can just walk in the room. The boss starts right away, which is actually ideal. But keep in mind what happens when you click that portrait. It is a boss. This guy is right outside the portrait. He's got him and his dog. They're just very easy. Nothing notable on these guys. But these little cages, you see all these, whatever, you open those with dark coffer keys. Once you open all of them, these 4 golems become attackable and
Fire
try
bat.
to kill you. So note that if you're sitting there opening these coffers, you will then have to kill 4 massive golems. And then the boss comes in as well.
What should the tank do? Should she stay in the middle?
Yeah. You tank them all.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of AIDS. So.
I love that.
General Anger Forge. All of you are going to kill this during your attunement. You will have to fight this guy. He calls ads during the encounter. Try to burst the boss, then AoE the ads. After you kill this boss, ads will come down. It's just like Scarlet Monastery. If you all remember SM Armory for the tabard, mages sit there and just AoE everything. Same fucking thing here. Only now it's level 50 and the healers can get fucked. So just be careful when you kill this boss. Golem Lord Aralubibet. So before you fight this guy, if you pull this boss without clearing the entire room before, everything in that room comes in and kills you. Just like Scarlet Monastery Cathedral. You do not pull that boss without clearing the entire cathedral. If you do, you're dead. Essentially, you're dead. So clear the entire room, be spread out, and he'll have 2 golems. So what happens is you pull the boss, this guy, he's like, oh my god, and he runs out the room. If you didn't clear it, he will pull all of them himself. If you did clear it, he still runs out there, and he's like, where's all my friends? Then he comes back, he's like, fuck, I've got no friends. By the time he's back, those 2 golems should be dead, and then you kill him by himself. That is how it should be done. The Grim Guzzler. Okay. This is the scariest part in BRD. The amount of deaths in the Grim Guzzler is insane. So, you go in here, it is a very large area, none of these mobs attack you. They do not. But if you do something like Demo Roar, or some stupid fucking arcane explosion and anger any of them, the entire room kills you. That's it. That's how it works.
So I don't demo.
You don't demo, you do 0 AoE when you are in the Grim Guzzler.
But
Not even swipe?
Yes, Russell.
so
I wonder how many hunters have multi-shotted people to death in there.
And he didn't demo or anything, but he shot
So,
his arrow at the
A lot.
Here's why.
because of the coffin.
Let's go back. Hold on. And this is why you're going to
All
skip
of
this.
them.
This portrait.
Yeah.
When you click this portrait, the boss randomly spawns. In y'all's case, he spawned in the Grim Guzzler.
Yeah.
When you pulled that boss, and I didn't even know this,
Yeah.
when you pulled the boss in here, he social aggroed everyone around him, which angered the entire room, and you had the boss.
Yeah.
That is why Shinya died.
Yeah.
So again, good jump.
But what do you do in that situation?
You don't pull the boss.
So you just like,
How come I was not in the new members
It's
list?
in the guzzler.
Oh, I was in it
3
last time they
seconds.
did it.
There's no way to pull him without getting the axe, is what you're saying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
That's impossible?
Let's get the fuck away from the Oh, jeez. Let's go off the table there. Alright. So, anyways, this room is very scary. You need to have someone in your group who really knows what the fuck's
Wait, so
going on.
if you get the boss in that room,
You do not kill it. You're not killing it.
But the only way to do it is all the ads are going to hit you no matter what. There's no way to do it without that.
Maybe there is, but I don't know it. I would just reset. Just fucking reset. Try again. You very rarely get him in the guzzler. I've done it 3 times and I have not gotten the guzzler yet. So
You can do this every day, though?
yeah, you can spam this dungeon over and over.
There's no
You can do
lockdown.
5 times every hour.
As long as you're 60.
Wait,
As long as
you
you're
can do
60.
this in 20 minutes?
Those are the arena runs. You can do this in 4 minutes.
Is there any reason to do this before 60?
Somewhat. Sardako's going to go over that. But just basically attunement. And finding a group for attunements is really difficult at 60. It is easier to do it at 55. Finding other people who also...
I don't even know what attunements are.
Sure, you're right. The guild can help other people with attunements. You're right. Absolutely. And that's, again, Sardako's going to go over that later.
Okay.
Let's move on. Hurley Black Breath. To spawn him, this is in the guzzler, by the way. So you're going to be... When you get to the guzzler, you should be like, oh, fuck. This is the room. You're going to be terrified.
Attunement is when you fix up your car?
But on the left, when you first get in the guzzler, you will have 3 cakes. You spawn him by breaking all 3 cakes. He will run to the room where you are very separated from all these other guzzler ads that you're terrified of, aggroing, and it should be easy. Just kill them all, whatever. It's an AoE pull, the boss isn't hard, no mechanics, just a bunch of ads that you do kill. Then Ridley, you don't kill this guy. You just don't fucking do it. He is in the guzzler, surrounded by all the fucks. I don't care if you need loot off Ridley. It's no one's biz, so you're not killing this boss, ever.
Okay.
Phalanx. So when you're in the guzzler, to get out of it, it's the bar, you have to kill this guy. And then you're out of the guzzler. So you do have to kill him in there. And there is a special spot, I wish we had a map to show you where I think it's actually... Fuck, it's not open. But basically, you're going to go to Ridley, not kill him, buy a bunch of alcohol from him, and turn it into a dwarf. The dwarf gets drunk after 6, runs over, breaks the door, and this security system phalanx guy turns into an attackable mob. And he breaks the door open, and then you kill him. Then you go through the door, you're out of the guzzler. His mechanics: don't throw Dark Iron Ale, blah, 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 give it to Private Rocknut. Private Rocknut is the dwarf you give. Phalanx then activates. He hits hard, and he has a knockback. Not the scariest things in all of these dungeons that you have to be mindful of. He does have one, just like the other fire boss you mentioned before.
The elemental guy.
That's it. Then, we're almost done. Ambassador Flamelash. I have seen people die to this boss simply because the ads. Focus the ads, because if they reach him, he gets buffed. And I think the ads still kill you. So, kill the ads. That's it. Then kill boss.
Nidels, that would be this stream.
Panzor.
Yes.
It's a rare spawn. He comes in. All he has is spell reflection. So casters, you do a big pyroblast for whatever reason. He can reflect it and you die. That's it. Spell reflection is another scary thing. Chest of the 7 is extremely easy. It's just one boss comes in at a time. They each have evasion for the rogue, shield wall for the warrior, void walkers for the warlock. It's all easy. Just know that it's going to be 7 and you have to kill them all. The gauntlet. Okay, there are a lot of gauntlets in WoW. This is the first one you're going to deal with. A gauntlet is when mobs hyperspawn. So you kill some, they come back in like 1 minute. So you need to keep moving. You can't stop. And by the time you keep moving, the mobs spawn behind you. You're locked in and you're surrounded. You need to stay as a group. Mages are insanely useful here. Anyone with AoE is useful because these mobs have very low HP, but they can still hit hard. So you're going to have to go through the gauntlet. You got to find these guys. 2 Shadowforged Flamekeepers. There will be randomly patrolling through this whole place. You need to kill 2 of them. Get 2, what is it? What are they called? Torches. And you get to take those torches, and you're going to have to light 2 braziers. When you light 2 braziers, you can leave the gauntlet to the room
Braziers, but yeah.
that has Magmus. This guy almost killed my druid because he does so much damage. My druid was level 60. He hits hard. Healers, you're going to have to precast heals. Ideally, if you're a tank, you free action potion because the stun fucks you. That's how I almost died. So tanks, free action potion. Healers, big heals. It's kind of hard to describe where you should tank him, but there's a bunch of flamethrowers throughout the room.
When do you get fat?
You can use free action potions, I think, at level 20.
Oh.
Maybe 30.
I never used one.
Well, you're going to have to start.
Okay.
You have to fap a lot as a tank.
Can you use it when you're stunned?
No.
Okay. You can do a lap when you're stunned.
So you can lap it, which is limited action.
Live.
No, living action potion.
Living action potion, and then there's lips, limited invulnerability potion.
What's living action potion?
Living
Yeah,
action
Chad,
potion
fap
is a
so you
short
don't
fat
die.
that you can use while you're stunned. So if you miss and you don't pre-fat, then you can use a living action potion as a backup, but it only lasts for a short
Free
amount of
action
time.
potion makes you immune to everything for 30 seconds. Lap breaks CC and makes you immune for 3 seconds. All right. Anyways, there will be a room with like a bunch of flamethrowers. At the back of the room, there's a safe spot. You tank him in one of the back corners, and everyone else is in the other back corner. So, and that is how you kill this. You will not take flamethrower damage. He's hard. If you get to this boss, you need to have someone who knows what's going on. Do not do it. Honestly, don't do any of these dungeons without having someone to tell you again while you're doing it. Because if you die at this point, you're not going to be able to. We're too far. December 8th is the cutoff. You will not make it. This is the last boss. Okay, he's got a lot. So once again, just like SM Cath, if you pull this boss before you've cleared his entire room, the entire room pulls and you die. That's
Is that
it.
Santa?
He hits very hard. He drops a weapon called Iron Foe. Iron Foe, like Thrash Blade, has a chance to give multiple attacks. He uses Iron Foe himself, which means the tank can randomly dip to half HP. Warriors, you must use a shield versus this boss. It will feel fine until it's not. And Iron Foe procs. I got knocked to half last night, and I'm in AQ20 gear. So, he will kill you.
Druid?
Druid, bear form, you're going to be fine.
Okay.
Druids are just always tanky. Healers, big heals. He has a princess, so you can do one of two things. A lot of you will do the quest to save the princess. When you do that, you unlock the ability to get the loot that princess drops. And some of you, that loot is very good. So you might want to do the quest. Otherwise, if you do kill her first. She heals. You just burst her down. You don't even need to tank her. Just beat the fuck out of her. And then you deal with this boss who... Anything else? Nope. Just, he enrages, he becomes immune to magic damage, and he does a thrash. Which, thrash is one of the scariest mechanics when it comes to damage. Anyways, we don't need to do the kiting strat, that's stupid.
What is thrash?
Thrash is when a mob has a chance to do multiple attacks in one hit. Thrash is... Huh?
So can you explain also crushing blows and shit?
Wait, so he can do
Crushing
thrash
blows.
and that mace can
Start out,
proc,
but
or
you
does
wanna
the
explain-
mace
Crushing
create
blows just like when
thrash?
you get hit a little bit harder than normal. If you have a lot of defense, you can't avoid this, but it's impossible to get hit
Oh.
cap. The crushing blow mechanic traditionally refers to TBC and Wrath, where you want to hit a minimum defense level, but that doesn't.
So there's
really apply
definitely a
fast as
time when he
much.
is procced and
So-
thrashed, and it's just like boom.
Okay.
The lower your defense, the higher chance you have of getting crushed.
So we want to get our shit up though. Like you don't want to go.
You want to be
Damn.
300 in hardcore if you're not a tank.
So, getting defense capped as a tank is not possible. It is,
Wait.
but it's not realistic. It's not. 440 defense.
Oh, okay.
So what tanks do? They just go for stamina, they take the crushing blow, and just kill through it. It happens.
Let's say you hit 60 and you forgot to get your defense up as a caster.
You need to get your defense up. There's a reason why when you pull a high-level mob and they're critting every single time. And they're fucking
So
you
like,
up.
at what point is it like a big deal though? Let's say this 200's the cap, right?
Yes.
Let's say you're at 280.
You still
Is it
you
really
still
bad?
get crushed.
Yes.
Like it's
You
reduced
might,
so
you're
much.
level
Yeah, it's
56.
Yeah.
Getting hit by
'Cause, like,
60s now.
Defense
They're
cap is
red
440.
mobs.
You can't hit it.
So your defense should be high. And that is all of BRD. That's 1 out of 7 dungeons. So BRD, you will be running. LBRS, you will be running. This is also your attunement. I can see some of you are very unhappy to be here.
Applause if you please. Why are you looking at me? I didn't even say anything.
Because I see your face.
I've been
Can I get water?
this, man.
Or any type of drink, please.
Are you happy to be here?
I am ecstatic.
That's great.
I am ecstatic.
LBRS.
Do you not see my face? I am loving this. I'm at a birthday party times 10. This
Very
is
difficult.
awesome.
You can do this dungeon with 10 people. Most people do not do that. It is actually linked with UBRS. They are the same dungeon, but they're done separately. You find groups for either, it's separate.
What do you mean they don't do it with 10? Like they do it with like 8?
You can do it with, no, they do it with 5. They treat it like a 5-man dungeon. But you can do it with 10. No problem. Or with 5, no problem. UBRS, not so much. So when you go into BRS, I guess, Blackrock Spire, You can go left or you can go right. When you go right, you go down into LBRS. When you go left, UBRS.
Why did you have a risk with 5?
You're right, you can just do a fucking 10.
Kodo bones will change
No, you
the
really
world
can.
forever.
I recommend just doing 110. If you can get 10 people to do it, the problem is people only do it for the fucking attunement. They don't get any gear out of it, most people don't. Yeah, listen, if we're all synced up, we're all together, we're all 50, let's say we all get 60, yeah, we'll fucking do a 10-man, and we're gonna have 60s, like myself, Sardako, Tectone, Wake, whatever, we're already done gearing. So we're gonna go in, we help you. Our job is to get you gear. That's where we're at right now.
Warrior's so brain dead.
Anyway, so LBRS, notable trash. Smolderthorn Witch Doctor, kill their totems. They summon these, kill them. Very important because I think that's a healing totem. Very bad. Fandy? Where you at? Kill totems. Even as a resto druid, Moonfire is really good for that. Cockroaches. Does everyone here understand roaches? Does anyone not know why these are important? You don't know? You don't know?
Oh.
Ask Anthony.
Okay. Anthony, our current 60s, died on his other 60 because of a roach. They kill you. Blizzard, in their great indie game developer company brain, decided to make roaches act as if they're any other trash mob running away. You know, you go a mob and they flee, and roaches do the same fucking thing. For whatever fucking reason. So, most of us have weak auras that, like a fucking blowhorn, to let you know you have aggroed a roach and it is running away. And it will pull more trash, and if it does, you will die. So, kill roaches. Roaches actually kill them. Very important. Highest priority in any dungeon is to kill roaches. Firebrand Evoker. They have a Fire Nova totem. These hurt. You've been leveling STV or anywhere. Have Fire Nova totem, you've seen. It fucking hurts. So they do a lot of damage. Mark of the Flames increases the fire damage taken by 1,000 for 2 minutes. Do I need to say anything else? Because that's fucking crazy. I don't know if that's accurate, but Jesus. So, kill them.
I don't know if that's accurate, but that sounds crazy.
Spire Spiders. Mages, this is going to be you. On death, more spiders spawn. Mages get a big boner when they see a lot of AoE, and they just spam Arcane
A
Explosion.
spider boner.
No one can get threat on that. So you die.
Can spiders get boners?
Kill these fuckers, and then let the tanks get aggro,
Yeah.
then kill the spiders. They also have tanks facing away because they've crystallized. Stuns enemies in a
Spooner?
cone in front of the
A
caster,
spooner.
rendering them
A
unable to move or
spoon?
attack
I don't
for
even
6
know anymore,
seconds.
dude.
Basically a threat trap. Next. Mini bosses. Spirestone Butcher, nothing. Just a big scary mob, drops gear, tank and spank, very easy. Battle Lord, again, no special mechanics, very easy. Lord Magus, this guy's got a little bit going on with him. He has polymorph. If he polys your healer, you can imagine that's fucking scary. Right? You don't have a dispel, and you don't have a healer. Interrupt Arcane Bolt, has a bloodlust that can spread to nearby mobs. So if he has ads, yeah, bloodlust is scary, makes him very strong, attack faster. So kill the ads and kick him.
You can. Is it too advanced so that you can steal that bloodlust if you MC him?
Oh no, who died?
You can mind control him, steal that bloodlust, big buff.
That's very cool. Yeah, go for it. You want
60
mind control
rogue
him?
down.
Can you MC him?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay,
Oh,
sure.
bummer.
I mean, you can MC him and take bloodlust. And buff. How long does it last?
35, no?
It's like a 30-something second buff if you want to.
That's 30 fucking seconds, man. All right.
Force and LBRS. Put it in the logs.
Write that down, Jeff. Bannon Grimax, rare. He drops the Arcanine Reaper pattern. This sells for a pretty good chunk of change. So.
Such a cool axe.
Cool axe, but nothing really notable trash-wise. This is a actual boss. So when you're killing those little spiders you talked about before, this boss will be in that room. Tank and Spank, he summons more small spiders. So that's what spiders do. Just a bunch of them. Pretty Tank and Spank outside of that, though. Boss encounters. Wait, actually, that wasn't a boss? Oh, this is a rare spider. Okay. Alright, boss encounters. Comes with 2 friends. Kill them first. You can see one, and he has a knockback. You will be on... It's like Lord of the Rings when they're running through that shit. There's a ton of drop-offs where you just die if you get knocked. So, every mob that has a knockback should be, like, implanted in your... Or implanted in your brain. It's scary. Even when I do this with people who've done it before, I remind everyone there's a knockback. You should do the same. Shadow Hunter Voshgadgen, accompanied by 2 Shadow Priests. You kill them first. You see one ranged, max range, especially healers. So he transforms nearby enemies into frogs. If the healer gets fucked, you're all fucked. So stay back. And then mages and druids should decurse Curse of Blood. That's it. Warmaster Voon.
Boom.
He hits really hard. He has a cleave. Hitting hard and cleave are not good paired things for rogues. So don't get cleave in front of the boss. Tank
Somebody
against
just died
the
to
wall,
that cleave.
He knocks people down, and be careful on threat. So this is the rogue.
Not that cleave, but a cleave.
Here's another spider boss. Again, tank face away because of crystallize, mother's milk. I don't poisons everyone.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. This guy is optional.
Big Dougly, thank you, bud.
Okay. I guarantee you, some of you are going to stream this raid or dungeon. Your chat's going to tell you to attempt this or tell you not to. It is fucking hard. This is not a joke. Doing this with 5 people is really, really stupid. Do it with 10 if you're going to do it. It's waves of elite ogres come in. Healers are going to struggle on mana. It's a lot of mobs. You cannot 5-man this. You cannot do it. It is not possible. It is, but you shouldn't. So, clear the area. You combine it on my head, the 2 guys before. A couple of waves of elite ogres come in, and then the boss comes in. He has a fear, but you've cleared the whole area, so it's not a big deal. Not a lot of mechanics. It's just a fuck ton of ogres coming in. Do not fuck with that. This guy. Just be spread out. He throws bombs. Not a big deal. Pretty tank and spank. Drinks an HP potion, but it's not hard. Hailcon. So this guy will come in with ward pups, kill his children.
Halicon?
And then
Is
after
that what you just
he
said?
dies, the husband comes in. So it's boss followed by another boss, back to back. It's simply how it goes.
You get 2 loots.
Yes,
Sweet.
double the loot. Gizrel the Slavener?
Halicon.
Tank and spank within rage. It's in rage, but it's not hard. It's easy. Last boss in LBRS. Face him away. Tank him at the wall behind. Again, he has cleave. At 50%, he spawns 2 elites from behind. So healers, that would be you. Ideally, try to CC them. If possible, burst the boss down with cooldowns and move onto the ads. You can kill them if you have the high enough damage before the ads even get to you. But healers, you can see how you get fucked here with a dumb.
So wait, what would I do as a druid?
As a druid, you will sit there, have your back to the wall, spam them all. If your damage is really bad, say, hey guys, you start walking over, the healers should walk closer to you, and you taunt them off. Probably AoE taunt.
Right.
And then you move them and the ads. Rogues should move the fuck out of the way because of cleave while you're running away to get the ads.
I should run and grab the ads.
Yes, if you have to.
Okay.
If your DPS is good, that's for you to adapt and figure it out. If your DPS is bad, yeah, you're gonna run. You're
Well,
gonna
the elites like one shot. Are they really strong?
especially as a tank. You're
No, one shot for rogues or something.
yeah. If they're not 60 and their health is low, yeah.
So like, let's say Emmy's healing.
Okay.
What would she do if, as?
She should run to you
Okay.
to bring the ads. She should run to you and hope that you pick up the ads, which you should easily be able to do if you connect to her.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
Keep the lips.
Yeah. AoE taunt is your panic button.
Doesn't he
That
also
saves
knock
you.
you way the fuck up?
Huh?
Doesn't he knock you way the fuck up as well? He can
We're good, chat.
That's why you tank him at the wall behind. It doesn't say anything about that. I don't know.
Just to be clear, that's like super important.
Is it?
No, that you tank him.
Yeah, it is. Tank, yeah, tank behind, ideally. Yes, Jimmy.
If you have like a free action potion, does that stop you from getting knocked back?
No. No, knockbacks will always happen. Very scary. Everyone should know about them because everyone can get knocked back. Alright. Upper Blackrock Spire. Like I said, buckle the fuck up. We're not done. This, everyone will be running. You have to for attunements. Notable trash. Alright. The veterans. Probably the most important trash in this entire dungeon. They have the knockback, and based on their positioning, they can knock you into the whelps. We saw the death clip earlier of Raken. These guys charge random people. and then they knock you back. So,
I need your help.
very scary.
My brother
Make
Tyrannus
sure
and
you're in
I
a position where if
captured
you do get
and
knocked back,
brought
because
by
you
the
will
burning
at
blade.
some point,
I think
it's
they
okay.
mean to
You hit a pillar, you hit a
sacrifice me
wall,
to their
you don't get
demon
knocked down.
masters. I knew
The
Father
Dreadweavers.
Decimus
They
was
reduce
a
healing
man.
effects,
He
fight
would
for
brought-
15 seconds. It is a curse. Druids and mages dispel it. This has to be dispelled. Do I need to stop?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Curse of Thorns. They curse an enemy for 3 minutes, giving 3% chance to take a bunch of damage on attack. Not a huge priority, but yes, decurse it. So, a lot of decursing you have to do.
Where am I going here?
Shadow
This
bolts
way?
to make the fight easier, but whatever. Not a big deal. Back to you. Summoners, second highest priority. You kill them first because they summon more mobs. They just sit there summoning shit. You kick it, kill them. That's what you do. So,